Hey everybody, this is Pastor Michael at Ascension Lutheran Church in Torrance, California. It's time for another Midweek Boost. In Revelation chapter 5, we see this vision that John has of God who's sitting in his heavenly throne room, and he's holding a scroll in his hand. And the scroll basically contains the future of the universe. And John is distraught because he doesn't see anybody who can open the scroll. And then he hears that the Lion of Judah is there, and he alone can open the scroll. And so he turns to see this lion, but he doesn't find a lion. Instead, he sees a lamb who's been slain. But it is indeed the lamb who was slain, who was able to open the scroll. It's he who has the future of our universe in his hands. See, it's not by his mighty power and by violence that God will be victorious in our future. That's not how he was victorious in our past. He was victorious in the past as the slain lamb. God, who emptied himself and took on the form of a slave, was obedient unto death, even death on a cross. God suffered the humiliation of the cross in order to destroy sin, death, and the devil. In Revelation chapter 12, it tells us that the way that the Lamb destroys Satan is by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of his followers' testimony. As we go out and proclaim the death and resurrection of Jesus for the forgiveness of sins, the testimony that the slain Lamb is now the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and that he's been given authority over all things, that you can trust him to work all things together for our good as we love him and trust him. As we proclaim that testimony, we are victorious. See, we don't become mighty lions either, even though God has all power, all majesty. And we too have that same power. It's not executed through our strength and through violence, but rather through self-sacrifice and through love, through mercy that we show to others. This is what we're called to do. And this is how we minister to the world. This is our testimony. The testimony of Jesus Christ and his love and his mercy. What he has done for us on the cross. And as we lay our lives down in like manner, having the same mind that is in Jesus Christ, who, although he was in very nature God, emptied himself and took on the form of a slave. People, as we become slaves, as we become slain lambs in our families, in our relationships, in our churches, in our workplaces, we will be more than conquerors through Christ who gives us strength. Have a blessed day, everybody.